She's armed. Someone call the cops. That was the scream that shattered the peace of our morning, coming from none other than our neighborhood's Queen Bee, also known as the HOA president. She was pointing straight at my wife, who was literally just checking the mail. Clutching her holy grail of a rule book, 200 pages thick, mind you, this woman clearly thought she'd found the golden ticket to finally kick us out. But what she didn't know about my wife? Yeah, that was about to flip her whole world upside down. Within minutes, sirens wailed and 3 squad cars screeched to a stop right in front of our new home. Officers leapt out with weapons drawn, shouting commands, until something happened that silenced the entire block. If you're watching this, drop your location in the comments, because what this so-called Karen did next became headline news across our city. It all started on what was supposed to be the happiest chapter of our lives, finally moving into our dream home. My wife Evie and I had saved for years. We truly believed we'd found our little corner of heaven. But the moment we drove in, something felt off. Every single house was a copy-paste of the last, same height, same mailbox. Even the flowers were arranged like a clone army. At first I figured the residents just liked things looking neat. That was before I saw her. Brenda Miller, standing like a statue on her flawless lawn, arms crossed tight, laser beaming us with suspicion. No smile, no hello, just her giant binder pressed to her chest like it was a weapon from a fantasy novel. It wasn't a welcome guide, it was her gospel, her shield and her sword. The HOA rules. We hadn't even carried a single box inside when we heard her heels clicking like gunfire down the pavement. She walked over like she owned the street. Hair perfectly sprayed, lips curled in a tight smile that screamed, "I'm the boss here." "Welcome to Willow Ridge," she chirped with a sweetness that never reached her eyes. Before I could even say hi, she shoved the thickest binder I've ever seen into my hands. "I'm Brenda, president of the Homeowners Association," she announced. "And this," she motioned to the brick in my arms, "is your guide to keeping this neighborhood perfect. I suggest you read it thoroughly before unpacking." The thing nearly broke my wrist. It must have weighed 10 pounds and read like a legal contract from a dystopian future. Right then, Evie came walking up from behind the moving truck, and I saw Brenda's eyes laser focus on something at her side. It was Evie's holstered firearm. Now, Evie's a police officer, has been for 2 decades, and she always carries off duty. It's second nature to her, like wearing a seatbelt. But the way Brenda's face froze when she saw that gun, you'd think my wife had just drawn it and started waving it around. "That scratch on your weapon," Brenda said, her tone suddenly icy. "Looks like it's been used recently.